Hello to everybody watching in replay. I am live on a Sunday night, as it's supposed to be. I do promise to go live every Sunday night. And I also promise to go live every single Wednesday night. And I lied. So I want to chat to you a little bit about that. But first of all, hi to everyone. I'm Zoe from Born Geek, and this is Harley. Harley, are you saying hello? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. This is Harley, the Born of Born Geek. And I wanted to chat to you a little bit today about why I didn't go live on Wednesday and what's been happening, and a little bit about our lives right now, because our lives are kind of chaotic at the moment. And I figure it's worth chatting about. And of course, Harley chooses now to go wild. Here we go. Here, go play with that. Go play with that. Oh, go have fun. Okay. Hi, everybody. So, I didn't go live on Wednesday night, and I feel a little bit bad about that, because I always tell you I'm going to be live every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and I didn't go live on Wednesday, and I'm going to tell you why. The truth is, I totally didn't remember that it was Wednesday. It's been so chaotic this past week that I literally woke up on Thursday morning. Well, I was driving Dean to work on Thursday morning. Liz, you know me by now. You know I pile the marshmallows high in this hot chocolate every Sunday night. It's like the best part of the hot chocolate is all the marshmallows. But yeah, so Thursday morning, driving Dean to work, and I was like, it's Thursday. He was like, yeah. I'm like, which means yesterday was Wednesday. I was that, what's her name? Rachel Black? Whatever, Friday girl. I was that. I was like, it's Thursday, which means yesterday was Wednesday, which means I didn't go live. So I'm sorry, everybody, that I missed a day. I missed it because it was just pure chaos here. Like, it has been mayhem. So I'll tell you a little bit about why. So I chatted to you guys recently about the fact that we heard congratulations at the consulate, that Dean was granted his green card, and we were very excited and doing the immigration thing, and life was good. And that is all still very true, but it also means that we have to immigrate now. You would think that would be fairly common sense. Like, you would think we knew that part and we were prepared for that part, and we were, and we are, except there's a lot of work that's going into it. Like, a lot of work. And yes, Harley is now climbing things on her own because because she can. So it's just been chaos. It has been like, you know how, like, I'm one of those people, I really hate when people say, how are you? And the response is busy. Like, I don't think that's a very nice way to live your life, is like striving to be busy all the time. And I really do try and like savor the moment and live in the now and all of those wonderful phrases. Except that my now is chaos and busy and mayhem, and I don't actually know how I'm getting anything done. But I am. So, just to kind of back up a little bit and tell you what's been happening. So, Dean actually got his passport with the visa inside. So, yeah, we now have his passport with the American visa, the immigration visa inside, which once we get to America, we give them like a fancy sealed envelope that they gave us. And that gets given to the United States Citizen Services and Immigration people, and then hopefully, well, not hopefully, but then the next thing is they mail him his green card, and we will officially be emigrated and moved to the U.S. But there's a lot that has to go into stuff. So, I started looking into moving our cats because, for those who haven't seen our adorable kitties, which I'm sure you have many, many times in our Facebook Lives, they are our fur babies. Like, we love them. We were not going to be one of those people who moves and doesn't bring their animals. So we had to figure out moving our animals. So that was some admin that I had to do. Then have to find a mover, have to book, selling our house, on and on and on. And then, that whole thing of booking flights. And we've done that now. So we now have flights. We're now set to move. So in exactly a month from today, we will be landing in America for our new life, which is wonderful and really, really exciting, but also absolutely terrifying, because, it just means that we will be moving in a month, which means I have to sort our entire life in a month. And that's just so daunting to be like, okay, cool. We have a date now. On the 15th of August, we fly. On the 16th of August, we land, because it's that freaking far away. And then we'll be in America, and we will officially be moved and emigrated and all of that, which means I have a month to finish sorting, like, this never-ending to-do list that lives on the whiteboard behind me. That board back there is just filled with all the things that need doing all the time. And some of it is like, clear out your closet and, sell stuff online. So by the way, I am going to be listing a whole bunch of like comics and games and stuff online. So if you're looking to buy things, you should buy all my things, because that will make my life easier. But it's just really, really daunting. Like, I have a month left to sort everything, and Harley is on school holidays, and if you haven't noticed by the activity behind me, she's really busy now. Like, she's really, really, really busy now, which basically means that I sit at home, I sit right here at my desk, and I try and work, and I take care of a raving lunatic of a toddler, and I organize a move. All at once. Oh, and Dean's phone died. Well, not died, it broke because Harley smashed it to smithereens. So we had to get the screen repaired, and then the mic repaired. And then, so there was running around for that. And I went to events for work. It's just like, the list goes on and on. Hey, little boss. Yes, it is. It's 1 month. And, like, it's really exciting, and it feels really great that it's so soon. But it's also really, really daunting to think I have 1 month left to finish sorting out everything. Everything. Like, just to give you an example, like, you open a drawer. So we were going through drawers this weekend. So we have these drawers in, like, kind of our lounge. It's like the middle place between our lounge and like the entrance area. Anyway, we have these drawers, and they are, I'm trying to remember the comedian who did that whole joke about, like, the man drawer. I don't know if the husband will pipe up. Do you remember who did the jokes about the man drawer? With the Nokia and the, like, Turkish currency? If any of you remember, there was a comedian who did, like, a whole thing about, like, the drawer that has, like, the old Nokia and batteries, like, almost dead but not quite dead batteries, and, like, Turkish currency and blah blah blah. Basically, on the off chance that, like, he was ever called up for a secret mission where they phoned him and said, we're gonna need you to go to Turkey and use Turkish lira, but only, like, 7 of them. And then a charger for an old Nokia and, like... Anyway, it's just those odds and ends that you keep, that really you shouldn't keep, but somehow you think, oh, well, I might need this one day, and so you keep, like, an old phone, and a charging cable for a device you no longer own, and batteries for things you don't even know if they work anymore, and, like, the box for technology, that you've already thrown the technology out, but you still have the box or the manual, so... That's what was in our drawers that we were cleaning out this weekend, where you kind of look at stuff, and it's easy to go through. Like, it's easy to look at something and be like, this is a charging cable for a phone we no longer own. I'm throwing this away. But you kind of wonder why you have so much of this sort of crap. Mike McIntyre. Yes, thank you, Mom, Mike McIntyre. It is. It's the man drawer. So we have many, many, many of the man drawer. Like, in his sketch, he was describing it as one drawer of, like, the Nokia, the Lyra, whatever. We have a lot of them. Like, I found the box and the manual for my original BlackBerry. Thanks, Lova. But I mean, like, we found the box for my original BlackBerry. We found the charging cable for the Samsung phone I had when I lived in the Netherlands. We found, like, Allen keys for furniture that we assembled and have since gotten rid of. We found, like, manuals for not the current coffee machine we're using, but the one before. I mean, why? Why do we have all this crap? Pay the man in Dogma. Indeed, Liz. But this is the thing, like, why do I have this stuff? Why do we keep these things? And yet this is what accumulates in a home, because you put it in a drawer and you think, oh, I'll get to it one day, or oh, we might need this at some point, and then you forget that it exists. And then, like, you put a piece of paper also in that drawer, which then masks the items underneath. Like a warranty slip. Like, the amount of receipts I found in drawers that are so old and faded that even if we wanted to claim for warranty, no one would believe that we had ever purchased anything other than a blank slip of paper. Like, that's how old and faded these things were. But I found them. Why do we keep these things? So this has kind of been my life lately. Like, last week I had the handyman come, because we managed to sell our house really, really quickly, which is wonderful and amazing, and I'm absolutely in love with our estate agent for it. But as part of the deal, we just had to have a few things done, like repainting of the bathroom, fixing a kitchen cabinet where the door had fallen off, standard sort of basic stuff. And so, like, one day last week, it was like, oh, just do all my normal work and take care of Harley and have the handyman come and paint. And by the way, let me also phone the cat lady and make sure everything is good to go with the cats so we can move them. And then we'll also book our airline tickets and organize canceling our bond. It's like, if all I was doing was organizing a move, I think that would be stressful enough. If all I was doing was looking after my kid while she's out of school, I think that would also be rather stressful and busy. And if I, just normally was doing my work, I think that would be quite a bit. And instead, I'm doing all three of those things. So it's been stressful. It's been really busy and really stressful. But it's also been really, really exciting. Like, the reality is, as busy as I am and as much as there is to do, this time next month, like, okay, I don't know exactly this time, but this time, let's just call it this time next month, I will probably be halfway from the airport to my mom's house eating pie. Maybe. I think there will be pie that day. I believe there is pie in my future. There's this really great pie place in between the airport and where my mom lives. And I think that is the right way to enter America, with pie. Yes, key lime pie. I think we should order one in advance, like a whole pie, Loma. Like, we should put in an order at the place, pick up a whole pie, and then keep driving and come to your house with, like, a giant key lime pie. And my hands are just going to get further and further apart as I describe this, because I think that after traveling for, call it 30 hours door to door with a toddler, I'm going to need a lot of pie. I'm going to need a lot of pie. Just to eat happiness and shovel it into my face. Perhaps just one, perhaps two. Actually, when does pumpkin pie season start, Lilma? Isn't it almost pumpkin pie season in August? Or do I have to wait till October? Because I would love a pumpkin pie. And a key lime pie. And I'll be so fat before I even get to America. So I wanted to talk to you guys also just a little bit about, like, the whole list of things that we're trying to organize. Like, the things that you don't even think about. Like, I had to cancel our car insurance. I had to inform Harley's school. We've had to figure out how we're going to deal with our medical aid, how we're going to deal with our bank accounts, how we're going to handle moving itself, like all our stuff. So we're trying to get rid of as much as possible. We're trying to sell as much as we can, and seeing all these likes and stuff. Thank you guys. But just trying to figure out, like, okay, so we need to sell everything that we don't want to take. So next week, of course, I've got a ton of appointments coming in. So the electrician is going to come and he's going to give us our electrical certificate, hopefully. We're also going to get the movers in to give us a quote, and then that should hopefully give me an idea of how much stuff we need to sell to afford to move. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff, like, we're not bringing any furniture, because as a general rule, our furniture, we don't have, like, family heirloom-y type stuff. So it'll be cheaper for us to sell our furniture here and then buy, do a wonderful IKEA shop when we get to Arizona, and go to IKEA and eat Swedish meatballs and buy an entire household's worth of furniture. So that is the plan, to not move with furniture. But, like, how much stuff should we take? Like, should we move the PS4? Should we sell the PS4 and buy a PS4 Pro when we get to America? Should we sell our TV and buy a new TV when we get to America? Should we pay to move our pizza oven and, all our books and all our figurines and all of that? It just becomes, like, one thing after another in terms of, like, what has sentimental value and what doesn't. So we have been packing some things. So, like, we have a closet that we managed to empty out, and that's kind of like our staging area. So as we find stuff that you just want me to sell the PS4 so you can buy it, Liz, I'm onto you. But it is an option. It's like, should we sell it or should we, bring it with? So we have our staging area closet with all of the stuff that we can box already and be sure to move. And then also, like, Dean emptied out his toy box, which is now really fun for Harley to climb, but it also means that I can load that up with stuff that we're going to bring with. Trying to sort through clothes, trying to sort through baby stuff, and the problem is, every time I think, like, I'll just quickly, get some stuff together and sell it, then I find, like, 17 more things in the man drawer equivalent of that section of the cabinet, where I'm like, each thing I have to look at and go, like, do I want to see this again? Will it bring me joy to open a box in America and find whatever it might be? And some of the stuff is really easy to decide on, like a lot of the stuff is really easy to decide on. But then you encounter, like, odd things, like, so just as an example, like, I keep finding beauty products, and some of them are really, really nice. Like, I've been to some really cool events where they gave out, like, really nice face washes and hand creams and this and that. And so I keep telling Dean, like, please save that, don't throw that away, don't put that in the giveaway pile, like, just keep it for now. And I looked on the counter the other day, and I think I have about 7 hand creams sitting on, like, this one piece of furniture. Am I gonna use 7 hand creams before in a month? Like, how dry must my hands be to go through 7 hand creams in the next month? Why don't I just, give them to people who look like they have dry skin and just, like, hand them out at intersections to beggars or something? I don't know. Like, why am I holding on to this stuff? And yet somehow I think, oh, but I love that hand cream. Oh, but that one is also really nice. I don't want to give that away. I don't want to throw that away. And, like, 7 hand creams is not going to make my moving bill a bazillion rand. But it does add up. And, like, all these odd items where I'm like, do I bring all the shoes back? Do I bring all the clothes back? What about Harley's clothes? Like, what will I want to keep for baby number 2? What do I want to sell? Is it going to get me any money to sell these things? What do I feel like doing with all our earthly possessions? And it's really daunting and really stressful. And, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the idea of decision fatigue. There was a whole Cracked video about it that was really interesting. And basically it's like, the reason why at the end of the day you end up eating takeaways and not going to the gym is because you've used up all of your good decisions in the day. And that's why, like, really successful people wear the same outfit every day, because then they don't waste time figuring out what they want to wear, because they wear the same thing every day. So, like, think like Steve Jobs or Zuckerberg or whoever, they all wear the same outfit basically every day. It's like a uniform, essentially, of like jeans and a long sleeve shirt or jeans and a t-shirt or something. And then they don't have to decide. They don't have to use their decision-making abilities on that each day. They can start their day with like real decisions about, life and death stuff or like family things. I have so much decision fatigue, guys. Like, every day it's like, okay, cool, I'll just phone this one and sell this and organize this. And oh, by the way, also do all my usual work stuff and take care of a toddler and figure out what she's going to eat and what she's going to wear and what I'm going to eat and what I'm going to wear. I haven't been getting dressed, so that part is a lie. I don't get dressed every day. I've been living in my pajamas because at least that's something I can do to make my life easier, is not have to get dressed. Are you saying bye? Why are you saying bye? I'm right here. Harley apparently wants me to go, where she's going. I think she's gotten very much into the idea of putting a hat on, putting her shoes on, and walking to the door, and taking keys, and just seeing herself out. So, obviously, she's a woman of her own mind. So I apologize for missing my Wednesday Facebook Live. I really did not intend to, but I literally lost a day of the week because I was just that flustered and all over the place. So I do apologize for missing out. That wasn't my intention. Now, normally I would promise you guys that this coming Wednesday I will definitely be live. But there's actually something quite cool happening. So Mandy, who is one of my amazing mommy blogger, mom tribe friends from Cape Town, she will actually be up in Joburg next week. And she is the one who roped me into the Car Seat Full Stop campaign last year. She had this brainwave about trying to save all the children of South Africa. And I thought it was an amazing cause, and she got me involved, and I wrote about it on Born Geek, so you should definitely check out hashtag Car Seat Full Stop on Born Geek, and you can find all those posts that I did last year. And Tuesday is Mandela Day here in South Africa, and it's the celebration of Nelson Mandela's birthday, and on it, we're all encouraged to do 67 minutes of something good, essentially. He spent all that time in jail and all of that, and so the whole idea is that you do your 67 minutes of good deed on Mandela Day to honor who he was. So Mandy will actually be in Joburg on Tuesday, which is Mandela Day. So we thought we would actually do a Facebook Live together. So instead of my usual Facebook Live on Wednesday on my channel, I will actually be doing a Facebook Live with Mandy on her social media, but I will be sharing it on Born Geek and on my personal page, so all of you can find it as well. So instead of being live on Wednesday, I'll be live on Tuesday with Mandy. So just imagine Mandy. I just hear a screaming toddler, but imagine Mandy right here, and I will make her hot chocolate because she's always coveting my hot chocolate. So she'll have hot chocolate and sit with me, and we will talk all things car seats and Car Seat Full Stop and all of that. So I will be seeing you all again on Tuesday. And again, I am super sorry that I missed out on our usual Facebook Live on Wednesday, but I'm not even going to try and have an excuse for you guys because it's just been so overwhelming for me lately, and I have a feeling it's just going to be a mad dash until next month, this time next month, when I'll be eating pie and still be having a mad dash because I'll be trying to sort out, immigration-y stuff. But at least hopefully it will be a bit more chilled, and I'll be able to take my time a bit more and less of a deadline-y vibe, whereas right now I am chasing the end of time. I'm chasing my 1 month, and then I'll be gone. It's really daunting. But hot chocolate makes it so much better. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and don't worry, when I move, I will still be going live, and I will still be sticking to the same times and same schedule and all of that, as far as I believe so. That is my plan. So, Oh, thanks, little Ma. You better stock up on the marshmallows and the hot chocolate. Although it'll be summer there, so I'll probably just be drinking gin and tonic and wine when I go live. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, be sure to tune in on Tuesday when I go live with Mandy, and otherwise next week Sunday when I go live again. Thank you all for watching. Bye.